Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well. My name is Regan. For my returning viewers and also to my new subscribers, I surely appreciate so much for your great support always. So now there is a bombshell coming in, and this one, Kenyans, I know you won't believe, because now this bombshell is coming from Margaret Nyakango. I know some of you mnajiuliza who is Margaret Nyakango, but Margaret Nyakango is the controller of budget. So for now, as we are talking, Margaret Nyakango has come out to reveal a certain thing here. And now he is revealing a report, or he is now giving out a national government budget implementation review report. And this report is covering the first 9 months of the financial year 2024-2025. So for now, he's coming out to give that review, whereby this review in a cover only first 9 months of the financial year 2024-2025. And now Nyakango, who is the control of budget, is coming out to tell us that State House spends 1.074 billion on domestic travel in 9 months. Kenyans, just listen to those digits. 1.074 billion. It is not even a million, it is a billion on domestic travel in 9 months. Just 9 months. Remember, it is only 9 months for the financial year 2024-2025. Now already wamesha cover 1.074 billion just on domestic travel. Remember, hizi domestic travel ni za within tu. Hizi si ati ni international travel, hapana. Hizi ni domestic travel. So tunaonanga Ruto anazunguka hapa na pale, kumbe ni pesa ya wananchi inatumika mostly. And that's why William Samoei Ruto for now unaweza muona sahi mahali, then daga kidogo tena unamuona sija kwa wapi. Kwanza ile during yenye alikuwa akiendanga huko side za Homa Bay during the madaraka, alikuwa side za Kisumu. Then jioni yake tukamwona sija alirudi State House. Then kesho yake tena tukamwona amerudi Homa Bay. So Ruto kumbe hizi safari zake zenye anafanya anazifanya just because he's using the common mwananchi tax. So yeye anasafiri tu vile anataka, hata kama ati huwa kuna allocation ya traveling ya president, but pia president itakana hata anajua vile ana minimize hizi traveling. But for William Samoei Ruto it is ironic, because for him ye traveling kwake ye ana travel vile anataka. And that's why the control of budget, who is Margaret Nyakango, is coming out to tell us that State House has already spent 1.074 billion on domestic travel in only 9 months of the financial year 2024-2025. And remember, this 1.074 billion, it is only on the local traveling during the first 9 months of the financial year 2024-2025. So for now, this thing, it is raising concern about the effectiveness of the austerity measures under President William Samoei Ruto's administration. Na niliwaambia hii administration yenye tuko nao sahi wanafanya vitu as if hawakwangi na advisors. And that's why there is a video here. I told you that Ruto's advisors ni kama tu kazi yao huwa ni kukula tu mshahara. Hakuna kitu yenye wanafanya, because why? Ruto is the main advisor. Yeye ndio sasa huwa ana advise the advisors. It is the opposite thing. Instead of the advisors to advise William Samoei Ruto, is now William Samoei Ruto who is advising the advisors. So for now, you can clearly tell how this government is full of arrogance, and how this government, some of things, it's showing totally incompetence. So for now, imagine first 9 months of the financial year 2024-2025, already State House imesha lamba Kenya shillings 1.074 billion. And again, according to the control of the budget, who is Margaret Nyakango, anatuambia hii ati ni pesa ya whole, hapana. Hii ni pesa only ya first 9 months of the financial year 2024-2025. So for now, during the period, the government expenditure was Kenyan shillings 1.2 trillion, representing, which is 70% of the gross estimates. So for now, Imagine tu hiyo pesa yote. The government expenditure peke yake ni 1.2 trillion. And remember, on this 1.2 trillion, already financial year 2024 to 2025, first 9 months, wameshapita na 1.074 billion. So you can clearly tell how this government is overusing the money. Because hii pesa hata kama ni local ama ni domestic travel, kwani ana travel aje na hizi pesa? Na hata kama ana travel, haizi fikiria that hii pesa yenye hata ana misuse, hii pesa is ni ya common mwananchi amesweat, amefanya juu chini ndio alipe hizi taxes. Because ukikosa pia kulipa hizi taxes, KRA pia naye haiwezi kukuacha. So unalipa taxes, at least uone change inside your country, but the leaders we are having now, they are taking that as a granted thing. And that's why you are seeing now the control of budget is coming out to tell us that it's only 9 months. It's only first 9 months of the financial year 2024-2025, but already State House ishalamba 1.074 billion on just domestic traveling. Hivyo tu, first 9 months. So for now, I want you to know this again. Out of this, out of your 1.2 trillion on the government expenditure, out of 1.2 trillion Kenyan shillings, the state blew around 11.6 billion Kenyan shillings on domestic travel and 5.1 billion on foreign travel. So you can clearly tell that ile 1.2 trillion blew sana. Imagine 11.6 billion on domestic travel and 5.1 billion on foreign travel. So you can clearly tell if when first 9 months washapita na 1.074 billion, imagine how many more they will blew out. So for now, remember, President's office, who has spent around Kenyan shillings 145.36 million on domestic travel and Kenyan shillings 30 million to foreign travel. And on the other hand, tukienda side ya deputy wake, Kithure Kindiki's office splashed more cash on domestic travel. And that's why tunaona Kindiki kazi yake tu ni kuzurura, tukurom tu around the country. Kumbe ni pesa wananchi anatumia. And that's why now the control of budget is coming out to tell us that the office of the deputy president, who is Kithure Kindiki, splashed more cash on domestic travel at Kenyan shillings 196.22 million, while spending Kenyan shillings 22 million on foreign travel. So you can clearly tell how this government are spending, because wanadharau wananchi. Hawajui ile kitu yenye wananchi wanapitia in order to raise those taxes. Hao kazi yao ikishafika huko nini wamekuwa allocated nayo, kazi yao sasa ni kutumia. And that's why tunaona Kithure Kindiki mahali popote anaenda anapeana pesa. Mahali popote anaenda anapeana pesa. Ukitaka kujua how this government usually carries. So for now wanatubebango fala sisi hatuwezi jua. And that's why tunaona Kithure Kindiki akienda mahali ati mtu akichant tu 2 term anapewa pesa. Mtu akichant 2 term anapewa pesa. Kumbe hii pesa ni ya common mwananchi, because Kithure Kindiki huwezi niambia ati kila mahali penye anaendanga ati hiyo pesa ni mshahara yake. Mshahara ya Kindiki ni kidogo. Na anaenda mahali unasikia anatoa around 3 point something, 1 point something. Mshahara ya Kindiki ati ifiki 3 point. So for now you can clearly tell that this government, the way they uses money, it is in a way where they are full of arrogance. So according to the report, wacha sasa tuangalia the members of the parliament. On the side of the members of the parliament, they splashed over Kenyan shillings 3.3 billion for local travel, while Kenyan shillings 1.014 million was spent to travel overseas. In contrast, senators now used Kenyan shillings 902 million and Kenyan shillings 438 million on domestic and foreign travel respectively. So for now, you can clearly tell this report show clearly the state's inability to cut on the current expenditure, because the way wanaitumia as if is not the common mwananchi ndo huwa anatoa hiyo tax, as if hao wenyewe ndio wanatoanga hiyo pesa, but it's not them. So for now, according to that report, you can clearly tell that now states show clearly that it is its inability to cut on the recurrent expenditure that the head of state announced following the Gen Z-led protest on June 25th, 2024. Remember, President William Samoei Ruto alituambia tio kuna expenditure amecut nini, recurrent expenditure amecut. Kumbe ilikuwa tu ni kama kupaka mafuta kwa mgongo ya chupa yani. Alikuwa anatudanganya tu. So for now, you can clearly tell that as part of his austerity pledge, to kumbuka, President suspended non-essential travel by public officers. So that's why squeeze ana travel peke yake. But it is ironical because ana travel peke yake na bado ana spend more money. So however, President Ruto's tray of disregard promises continues to weigh heavily on Kenyans. The same thing I said, that it will heavily weigh on Kenyans. What's your opinion? Drop it at the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for great support. Consider subscribing, commenting, liking, and sharing. Let's meet in another video.